PokeBoost, your weekly dose of Pokemon content. My name is Max, and this is part 2 of a very special comeback event. Here with me is Ruben.
Ruben, aka Dark Elias, and today we're just gonna talk about the new Pokemon game that we're gonna have it this year on fall. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet.
What happened? Oh yeah, and by the way, if you guys want to know about the other Pokemon news that were live this past week, check out part 1 of this series of videos where we go ahead and talk about Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Go. We talk about the fail that was Pokemon Go Tour for us, not the game
Tour,
itself. And then it's pretty fun. There's a lot of bright content, but today, right now, unless we crash again, we're going to talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet.
Okay, so, all right. Okay, so far, I will tell you about the names. I don't like the names.
Oh.
Because they're going with like gems now. We have Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. We have Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and now we have Scarlet and Violet.
I mean, look, if you think about it, this is a callback to the original Pokemon. What was the original Pokemon called?
Yellow.
Pokemon Red. It was Pokemon a color,
Pokemon
right?
Yellow.
A blue, yellow, green. Come on, let's go back to colors. It's fine. Okay.
It's like, it doesn't. It not brings that appeal to it. But I could feel because of the name Scarlet and Violet, it revels like in kind of like another like for the European country, and that's how we have it.
Yeah. You know what? They are kind of low key names. You know.
Yeah.
It's not like Pokemon Legend. It's just like, damn, relax with that name. You know, that name is like, it's powerful.
Yeah.
But this one's just like low key Pokemon. It's like, you know what I feel like? This is like, it has lo-fi vibes, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I do agree with that.
It's kind of like chilling, you know? Let it fly. We'll see. It's, yeah, you can see that there's very little like design to it, but that may be a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's give a positive attitude. Now, today in this episode, we're going to go ahead and break down the trailer frame by frame. Okay? And we're going to see and speculate wildly because, again, we have this uncanny opportunity where we could just talk about whatever. And everything could be a lie. Everything could be false. And it's fine because it's speculation. It's what makes the hype real for the Pokemon games. Okay. All right. If you guys haven't watched the trailer, go stop now and go watch that trailer because, you know, we want you to experience it and then come back. We're going to go ahead and put the timestamp so you can go ahead and start talking. So we start with this policeman or night watchman, right? And he's just
security guard, right?
Security guard, right? Yeah, I went pretty far just to say security guard. And he's just like investigating Game Freak at night, right? Like the premises of Game Freak, right? He has his little flashlight. He goes into this office that just looks generic. And when it opens, what does it look like to you, Lou? Just like the first impression.
So the first impression I got, I felt like it was in an archaeologist kind of.
Yeah.
I felt like there's bases, old bases. There's maps. So I feel like, oh, there's a lot of maps. I thought that's kind of like a pirate map, like pirates in there. I found the treasure where it was on the right side, and I was like, okay, that's pirates, aka like so. And then it says the trailer. We start in an island. I saw a map right there in the beginning. I was like, you tell me it's different. I saw it at the beginning, like the first 5 seconds. I was like,
yeah. So
there's so many details.
I mean, the trailer's only so long.
Yeah,
but it's crazy.
So many details.
Yeah, I got the same vibes when I saw it. It was just like, this is definitely the professor's office. We haven't received confirmation of the identity of the professor, who that person is. But this is definitely an office. There's research things everywhere. you have chemistry sets. And here's one of the first things that I noticed, Lou. If you look at this disc, right? There are multiple apparatus. There's a coffee cup that later kind of shakes.
Mm-hmm.
You have some chemistry sets. You have a magnifying glass among a tons of paper. And right here, acting like a paperweight, call me crazy, but I think that's an old amber.
And no amber.
Yeah. And you guys all
I
know.
see what you mean, yeah, but outside, that's why I felt like it's an archaeologist desk, and that's why I
Yeah.
said
And you know what? Who comes out of an old amber? And that's Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl. Are,
So
are we gonna have Scarlet and Violet Aerodactyl form?
exactly. That's my first kind of like wild theory out here. Like we're gonna get variant forms of fossils, which is something that, correct me if I'm wrong, we've never had. Like we've never had like Analolan Kabutops or Analolan or Hisuian, what's it called? Give me another
He's from
Rampardo,
part.
right?
I, to be honest, we do have different forms already because we can
For
say that
fossil?
yeah because we can say mega evolutions were their prime.
Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. You do have Mega Aerodactyl, but I don't know.
And people were saying that that was his prime evolution before becoming Aerodactyl that we have right now.
I mean, that's just a whole bunch of lore, but honestly, I hope so. And
Be-
if you guys have your own wild theories, drop them in the chat.
no,
We want
I think
to
I'm right
hear.
because prime Grounded and Prime Coyote tell us that lore. That was
Yeah, it's true.
that were their evolution before we had Grounded and Coyote. And but that specific lore we could tell then like Megas were their prime form.
And remember that not only can we have Aerodactyl coming out of an amber, maybe we can have another insect type Pokemon. And this is one of the things that they
Ah,
definitely focus. They definitely focus on the trailer. There's this, I think it's a bag, and it has this insignia. Like it looks to me like a spider web, but I could be
oh
completely wrong.
my god! You know what I have realized? What about you go to this type of format, and we have a different story now. Right? What about the
Yeah,
professor is the evil boss,
we've never had
and that his symbol?
that could be. And I feel like this is kind of like the Team Skull type of insignia.
Yeah,
This is the evil team type of insignia. It doesn't look like, like, oh, this is a happy-go-lucky. This looks like there's some sort of like secret
yeah,
organization.
organization. Just like
I
Team
don't know.
Rocket, just like Team Magma.
Yep. So, and if you watch the trailer, you know they focus on this. Like,
Yeah,
you
way
know it's
too
important.
much.
And yeah. And I see this kind of like a triangle with an eye. Maybe that's a Pokemon on its own. Not entirely sure, but it is. Uh, and you know what? Okay, maybe this is again wilding out, Lou.
Hmm.
If you look at the outline of this little like spider web,
Hmm.
it looks like the island itself, like the region. But maybe that's a stretch.
You know what? I feel this is represent of a Pokemon. I believe is we're gonna have a spider in their Pokemon.
Oh, that could be it. And I do have other things that kind of allude to that too. Okay. Now, continuing with your theory of the pirate
Yeah,
angle for this, we are in Spain.
yeah,
Okay. And that's what this like clock really kind of have all the colors, they
yeah.
pop up. It's very bright, it's very vivid, right? Japan doesn't do colors like this.
Hmm.
Okay. They do colors in different patterns, in different ways, in different
Yeah,
forms. This is definitely Spanish in origin. And the fact that you have treasure, if you guys know, most pirates were of
yeah.
Spanish origin. So, how do you think this ties into the overall story, Lou? Do you think we're
I
going to have
do.
pirates?
We do have gonna have pirates. Well, it has to be because you live in an island. It's more entitled to the history of Spain that the pirates originated in Spain.
You think that we're living in a place like, so if you guys watch the Pirates sequence, saga from Disney, do you think we live in the island that pirates long ago used to hide their treasure, and it's haunted?
I
That'll be cool.
I don't know about all
That'd
of
be cool.
that, but I think I'm gonna have a side story about it, about pirates there or a pirate
Could
thing.
be.
And
Now-
I feel like it's gonna be a side quest. It's not gonna be the
Ah,
storyline. It's gonna be a side quest of it because
okay.
I feel like because of the trailer, the different maps, the way
Uh-huh.
that looks, the clock. To be honest, I feel like the clock has different kind of aging history because if you see all the way the round clock, it's different from what is inside. Inside, it's more old, more
Yeah,
more unique,
could be.
more history. And I feel like we're gonna have more clues to find a treasure hunt. And I'm pretty
And
sure it's gonna be
the fact that the time just kind of like spins, right?
yeah.
Because if you guys notice, like there when this person steps into this room, like lights flicker,
Mhm.
the time goes crazy. So maybe there's an idea of transporting, of traveling through time to the point that time really
Mhm.
doesn't matter in this one,
Uh,
right? Which is kind of cool. Now, what's exciting is that we're going to get pirate-based Pokemon, hopefully. I mean, we saw in Pokemon Legend Arceus that there's a bay and there's pirate ships, or at the very least, old ships that are just in wreck. And in that area, we get Chatots,
yeah,
right?
I would say. I think what Andrew says is also correct that we also could have conquistadores or conquistadors.
Conquistadors. And actually, I'm glad that Andrew mentioned that because there's an art piece that's floating around the internet and it's gaining a lot of popularity because they're saying that Quaxley, right, it's probably going to evolve into a frigate bird, and this is a fan art, but the frigate bird has a motif for a pirate. Okay,
But who's Quaxley? As people don't
Quaxley is
know,
the new starter
the
mon.
water Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I don't know, and it's gonna be interesting. Now I'm really excited because this means maybe we get a different foal for Delmise, or maybe we get a different um evolution. Maybe we get a pre-evo for Delmise. Maybe we get finally an evolution for Chatot, guys. This is what we've been waiting for,
Actually,
honestly.
that would be epic because Shatter hasn't had an evolution since Diamond and Pearl.
And you know what? Like one of the things that if you guys haven't noticed, like Pokemon likes to create biodiversity with species that actually have high biodiversity already. That's why we see tons of Pikachu clones because there's tons of rat species, right? That's why we see a lot of cats because there's tons of cat species. So there aren't that many parrot Pokemon.
Hmm.
Chatot is kind of like the only one. He's not a true parrot, okay? But
Like,
hopefully they can
I
branch out.
feel like when it comes to the island, um, I feel like it's gonna be conquistadores, maybe, or maybe the Histro conquistador. But I feel like more pirates need to be in it. I don't know. I know you're mad because I say pirates, but I feel like pirates more involved to it because you have a full like ocean around it.
Now,
So
the thing about it is that when we look away from this, and this is just the office, right? There's a smorgasbord of things that we can pick. But then you look at the region, right? Now, the region to me, like at first sight, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look too exciting. It just looks normal.
now,
Just like okay, I get it. There's a route, and I'm gonna walk through there, and I'm gonna go through that gate, and there's a Pokemon. There's a Pokemon Center there, and probably gonna make it all the way to that tower and all the way to the mountain. So it's just like it's very mundane. It's what we're used to the point that, ugh, it looks like Ryan's castle in Sword and
oh,
Shield.
Sword and Shield. Yeah, I felt like it
Yeah.
was like Sword and Shield, another Sword and Shield kind of way. One big area where everything is in, and then you have different little bit areas, little bit of laboratories all around it, and just an island around. But I feel like just copying Legend of Arceus though, because when I see the Legend of Arceus trailer and this trailer when they show the Pokemon, they almost look like exactly the same. Even
Yeah,
same
I mean,
Pokemons. almost even the same
Yeah,
world.
and the thing is that Pokemon has a very Game Freak has a very unique fingerprint when it comes to making these 3D games, right? To the point that it makes it boring because you're like, oh, this looks exactly like what I've already played for. So it just, I don't know. There needs to be a little bit something. Again, this is not final images, but a couple things that do call our attention. Is Pokemon centers are back. You can see
Uh-huh.
that there's two, one at each end of the town, right? You have this
Uh-huh.
huge observatory area that's towards the back, and you
Uh-huh.
can clearly see that there's a platform there, which probably means that that's where you're gonna fight like a legendary Pokemon. You have
I'm,
a castle, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later,
I mean,
and then another thing is that we have a rainbow. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but every time I think rainbow in the world of Pokemon, I think, uh-oh.
oh, yep. But the like Andrew said, it was gonna meant like an open area, right? But we have a like the same mechanics as Sword and Shield, when an open area, or more open area like Legend Arceus. Because I feel like they just copy Legend Arceus, but we're gonna have different mechanics. The only thing that I don't see in this is I will still gonna have the same mechanics as Legend Arceus, the crafting materials.
Hmm?
Because if we go back to the same uh, cl- um, pictures that we saw in the beginning in the office, he has a lot of experimental things.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, like Andrew said, it was confirmed that this is an open world game, and I don't think
uh,
that we can ever go back to the
yeah,
to what
to the
Pokemon
regular
was like.
thing, yeah.
If because now they gave us Arceus, if they went back and they people would have this cell would not sell as well as it would if it were open world. So it's kind of a no brainer.
I contradict that because Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the remix, people still buy it. So it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
but actually, it's
people
not gonna
always
be the
buy.
same thing as Legend Arceus, because Legend Arceus was a different
Right.
time, and now we're expecting those kind of animations or mechanics or the single open area world for now on, basically.
Yeah. Look, Pokemon games sell no matter what because they are collectible pieces. They don't lose their value as fast as any other game does. So they can rest on that notion, or they can give us something that we really want. But I feel like after stepping into the world of Arceus, right, fans are
Uh,
gonna feel very negative about going back to what we know, right? It's like if they give us right now another Pokemon Go Pikachu or like Pokemon
let's
Go
go
Eevee.
Eevee, let's go
Let's
Pikachu.
go. There you go. People wouldn't receive it well, right? Why go back if you already built an engine, you already built a world where you can actually do all of this? Hopefully they perfect it and they just keep it there. Now, if you keep looking at the map, right, you see this wide water area. Looks definitely like a lake, and there's an area in the middle, a little island, which means that we're gonna have the surfing Pokemon back. Now, is this going to be like Basque Legion? Is this gonna be like Sneasler, like Braviary? Are we gonna have ride Pokemons again? And in my opinion, I think this is something that's gonna stick around for the next few titles. They're
I
ride.
think it's whoever Pokemon lives in the natural habitat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whichever Pokemon. I feel like Tentacruel is gonna be there. That's a common Pokemon to have. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know who else, but I don't feel like Basque Legion's gonna make a comeback. No,
Oh no,
not that
I don't
he's
think
doing
that.
Basque Legion,
No.
but
But you will have a ride Pokemon. Like that's the point. You will have ride Pokemons from and it's
Lapras
probably
looks
going
good
to
though.
be and it would be really cool like if you could choose what Pokemon to ride. But
Um,
I also don't mind the presets because I don't know about you, but I didn't have that much uh I actually had a lot of fun transitioning between like all the ride Pokemons.
Legend Arceus, you mean? Yeah,
Yeah, in Legend of Arceus. Like I love
he has a good
jumping off
mechanics
a
of it.
cliff.
I
I
mean,
love jumping off a cliff and being to like switch out to Sneasler in the middle of the fall so I don't die, you know?
oh yeah, I did
It's
that.
cool. Like I love that. Like when I found that Sneasler was a thing, I was like, that's one thing that caught me off guard. I was like, oh, you can climb everywhere, everything. It was
Yeah, I was
awesome.
like, and the when I got Sneasler, he's doing Sneasler. I was like, I could go different places now. Could I have
Yeah,
trouble?
yeah. you did feel like it got me that old video game excitement where like I can go back to the first place and climb there and it was really nice. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that mechanic is going to make its way back. Now, another picture that we saw here is the inside of the town. We can see that there's a buried Pokemon Center in here, which means that area is going to be quite large. And we also see
Like I also see fog. Oh, by the way, you freeze like me.
am I okay?
I feel like it's the Pokemon Center fused with the Pokemon Mart. To be honest,
Oh, like they did in Sword and Shield.
yeah, it does everything together in one place. But
That makes sense.
I feel like you see the little fog around the place. Maybe you can see
Yeah.
something with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't feel. I feel like the Pokemon White and Black version. I feel the vibes are down there a little
You know,
bit.
the important thing about these pictures is the transition of time, you know, because you see in the previous image, right? You see that you have bright morning. Here you have afternoon or dawn, not sure which one, with the lake, and then you have evening with the cityscape. So once again, we're gonna have that seasonal or maybe just day-to-day transition, which was really cool in the Legend of Arceus game. Okay, because it's seamless. Now, as far as the Pokemon that have been confirmed thus far, it's only those who have been shown either directly or indirectly through the trailer. Okay,
Uh-huh.
we have regular Meowth. Okay, not a Alolan Meowth, regular Meowth.
Or sorry,
Okay,
shield me out.
oh, not Sword and Shield Meowth,
That's two
regular
versions.
Meowth.
Yeah.
Good one, finally. And then we have your favorite Pokemon, Lou, Hoppip.
Ah, damn it. No, no Hoppet.
Now,
Ernest, do you like Hoppet too? Because I hate that boy in all games.
I love Hoppip, man. I love Hoppip.
One Ember,
You
he's
know,
there.
look, what if he has a third evolution that's different, Lou? What if he has a different form? Okay. It could be. Because the other thing that I can't explain is why Starly. They have confirmed Starly. And if you guys haven't played Pokemon Arceus, Starlies are everywhere in the first in the first I'm like,
Braver,
geez,
braver, braver.
more Starly? Geez, like, why not go Pidgey? You know?
Now we get.
But I guess we might see a different form for Starly. That would be nice. Okay. We see Ribombi, both female and male, and we see your friend and my friend, Driflim, the most aggro Pokemon in Legend of Arceus. Yeah. We see Psyduck. We see Blissey, which means Chansey. We see Pelipper, which means that we're also going to get Wingull. We get Clauncher, which means we're going to get Clowitzer, baby. Yeah. We see Swablu now, which may mean Altaria.
It is Altaria.
And then we also have Pikachu and Stonejourner. Now, Lou, out of this, and Petalil, as well as, what's the name of this Pokemon, man? The fruit Pokemon.
Which one? There's too many.
Pokemon, the pink one. It's blanking out. I'll remember.
Oh, yeah, I see that soon. I don't know.
Yeah. Bounsweet. Thank you.
Sorry,
Bounsweet. Okay. Now, out of this Pokemon you see here, Lou, which one do you think is a good candidate to have an alternative evolution?
Swablu.
Me too. I think we're gonna get an alternative to Altaria.
Yeah, it has to be. You know what? I want an alternative form of Kangaskhan, to be honest. To appear.
Yeah, but why are you? We're talking about the Pokemon that are here, Lou. Right here in this picture.
Okay, Swablu.
Not Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is not here. We're not in Australia.
He will be. I know.
We're in Spain.
I feel like he's gonna be Swablu because he has to. He has to be.
Yeah, I feel like Swablu is a perfect candidate for either an alternative form or an evolution to Altaria. Altaria is already amazing.
I could see Golduck a different form too.
Yeah, Golduck. Golduck has been boring for a long, long time. I could definitely see it finally gaining the psychic typing. Ooh, dope. And I can also see a pre-evolution to Stonejourner. You know,
Oh no.
I know Stonejourner is an ugly Pokemon.
Look at
Nobody questions that.
got to be a Minecraft character.
If you are a fan of Stonejourner, leave it in the chat. We want to know you.
And
Okay.
why? I just want to
Why?
know why.
Next, we see
Or
the Return of the King.
Viper? That's a Viper. Is it Viper? Oh, I mean Lavatar. Yes, what you're saying.
Dratini, which means the king is back, Dragonite. And then Larvitar, which means T-Tar is back. Okay, we got T-Tar, guys. That means we got power.
Yep, pretty
Okay.
much. That's the only
Now,
Pokemon you need.
here's the deal, Lou.
Rock and ground.
I don't know. Are they gonna do the nasty here, and they're going to give us a different Dragonite version? Are they going to mess with holy things like that?
Oh,
Are
they're
they
not
going
sure.
to are they going to take something that is holy and perfect as Tyranitar
Now,
and give us a different form?
I don't think it's Tyranitar that you should have a problem right now. I think it should be Dragonite that you should have a problem with.
Why?
Because I feel like they're gonna have a different version. If Dratini right there has this sculpture out of himself, you know that he's gonna have a different form. That's my bet. I'm
And
scared of it.
here's the deal. You know that Game Freak knows. More importantly, Game Freak knows that Tyranitar and are fan favorites. Why not just show them? Why show them? Why show just Larvitar and hint at Dragonite? I don't know, man. I think they're planning something they have something up in their sleeves, and I really hope it's good. At the very least, I hope it's not green like shiny Dragonite. Jeez.
Ugh. I want to have the
Yeah.
Gigantamax Dragonite that we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast. The big Dragonites come at the fair. Like, yep, I want that.
Yeah, it could be. Now, here's an interesting thing. Like this statue, which is featured in the very quickly on the actual trailer. This statue actually, it's we get a building behind it, and we get a better view of this building in a later shot. Okay, on the shot of your training, walking away from it, and this to me looks to be the trainer school. Okay,
Academy,
because
yeah.
our characters are definitely dressed like
As
kids. Like
like
school kids.
preschools,
Like uniform.
like preschools,
Yeah.
because that's what it looks like.
Oh my god, yeah. We're gonna talk about this design. They look goofy. All right. But we have done some detective work over here. And we've have about three you know 2/3 of the maps, I think. Okay.
If we put these two maps together, we have the whole map.
Yeah, you can see clearly the the huge lake we saw earlier is
Yeah,
right
on
there.
top left corner. Yeah.
Yep. You can see right there. You can see that this map is divided much like the one in Legend of Arceus, where you have all these regions and you're probably going to have to travel. They say that you can seamlessly transition from one place to another. We'll see how truth that is. But all in all, it looks like this is going to be a pretty hefty island. I don't think it's going to be a huge landmass like connected to a continent like not Johto, like Unova was. I think it's going to
Oh,
definitely be
okay.
small. You
I, I,
know,
fe- I feel like more into the Pokemon Legend Arceus, to be honest. Because
think
lake, there's a snow mountain all the way into the back. The city is in the middle. Rock layers are on upper middle left.
yeah,
Then you have the ocean, which is at the bottom corner left.
yeah, because you definitely have like green areas. You have green areas. You have desert areas. You have beaches. And the one curious thing about this is like, although we are missing a big chunk of the map, it seems like the cities are quite small. You know,
Yeah, but it's quite small, but it's more to explore, which that's what they try to input
yeah.
in their regular games, which is fine. But I
Here,
feel like we're gonna find like the conquistadors. We're gonna explore.
yeah, and this could be conquistadors versus pirates, right? Now, onto the Spain motif, right? Because the Spanish motif also inspires a lot of different Pokemons, right? If you
Mhm.
look at, um, you have the trainer school, and then you have your house. And that house, I don't know about you, but that looks just straight out of Encanto from Disney. I'm like, is that
But
Casita right there?
I,
Like, what the
I,
heck?
I go one way beyond. I go Dole Explorer, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, this house looks cool. All the brickwork, the bright red colors, the bright yellows. And one of the things that people forget is that we already have a Pokemon that it's inspired by Spanish culture, right? We have the Oricorio fire dance form, right?
Mhm,
And this guy is inspired by flamenco dancers. And there's a
mhm.
picture of a flamenco dancer in the character's house. Okay. So
Yes.
hopefully we get to see the Oricorio, come back. Because I felt like these were really cool Pokemons, but since they don't have an evolution, they're kind of stunted.
You know
You
what?
know?
I There was a green and a grass and a grass water Pokemon. What's his name? That has a hat.
Oh yeah. Ludicolo.
Ludicolo. Yeah, Ludicolo is gonna be there too. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
like positive Ludicolo is gonna be there too. I feel like
Ludicolo is interesting.
we're gonna have a new
Ludicolo is a
form.
blend. Yeah, it could be. You know what? And we can expect things like, you know, Spanish culture to be really represented in the final designs of these characters, which excites me.
You know
Now,
which
one of the
Pokemon I'm
things,
excited to find in this Spanish culture? Taros.
what?
Toros.
Yes, because the running of the bulls is a big thing in
In
Spain,
Spain.
right?
Yes. We're gonna
So
have a
we
stadium.
have the toreros, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this could be your game, Lou. This could be Taurus coming for you.
Evolution, baby. Let's go. Give me another evolution.
Finally, at long last, are you gonna get the fourth tail? Yeah, this could be Taurus's chance. You know what? Now that you mentioned that, I'll be disappointed if it isn't.
Yo, give me a baby evolution or a second evolution. Just give me the baby. I'll take the
Man,
baby.
I mean, look, if Ursaring can get an evolution, so can Taurus.
I mean, baby evolution. Yeah.
No, no, no. But like Ursaring got Ursaluna.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Taurus can get one. It's like, oh, dude, now you got hope in my heart, Lou. Damn.
And I need that hope, bro. He's from Spain. He's a big thing over there. Come on,
You're right. Like, this Torero is
Torero.
there.
Like,
You know what? Yep. I guarantee you. If not, well, Tauros already was a ride Pokemon in Alola. Remember?
yeah, bro. I want new evolution,
Ah,
baby. It's
interesting.
time. I waited like since Canto, baby. Since Canto.
Yeah, since you were a kid, literally.
I need evolution for her.
Now, a few things about that stand out about these shots, right? Number one, in the house there are little like gardens. You can see that there's
Hmm.
multiple plants that are growing. Some of them are vegetables, which means I don't know about this. It's maybe wilding out, but like, can you have a harvest, mechanic instead of like a Pokeball crafting? Because you know that you're not gonna have Pokeball crafting in this game because the
I
you have
mean, I feel like
make
because you have farming methods, right? A way to experience the game like your art. I think we could have no crafting but experimenting, to be honest. In the video, at the beginning of the video, we saw different tubes, experimental tubes in the beginning, scientific tubes and stuff. I think we're gonna still have craft, and I want to craft shouldn't not be gone, to be honest. I think the
yeah,
Pokemon craft
crafting should not be
maybe should
gone.
be gone. That's too broken. I could,
Yeah.
but I think the crafting materials like potions and stuff that I think you should make them.
Yeah, and that should stay. That definitely
Yeah,
should stay because it really like it makes the game difficult, and being difficult, it's good. Like it makes it challenging.
I think
Now,
what's gonna happen is not gonna be crafting. It's gonna be cooking recipes. That's gonna steal.
that could be it. That could be it. It's true. You have other things that call my attention. You have the main plaza, which is a prominent area, probably the battle area, because definitely looks like a battle place. Has all the typings, like typing tiles
Rendering.
adorning
Yeah.
it in a circle. And then curiously, you have this like books or CDs inside your player's house, and there's this purple thing. I have no idea what it is. Like I have no
Me
clue.
neither.
I have no clue what that is. Like, is that gulping? Is that like I have no idea.
You know
Like
what? When you see the
mystery.
stadium in the plaza, main plaza, right? The stadium
Uh-huh.
that those colors remind me of the movie Mewtwo when Mewtwo does psych or something. Those,
Okay.
I
I
just
think
don't
it's just the
know.
stained
I
glass
just don't know.
motif.
Maybe it's fairy stuff now, but I just don't know.
I don't know. It looks cool. It looks nice. It's so, and that's a good segue because one of the things that they featured after the showcase is over, right? And we're back in this office,
Yeah,
is that there are not one,
or,
not two,
or
but
four.
four switches here. And that's big because remember that one of the things that we don't have with Arceus is that we do not have
Multiplayer games.
multiplayer. And this right here is Nintendo's, you know, way of telling us yes, people can play together on this game. Hopefully now this is the one we've been waiting for to battle. Okay?
And not only that, but after you seen the same picture they said, we also have Gigantamax because we can see the big Pokeball on the left side.
Yeah, these little balls that are well, I say little. These balls that
Pokeballs.
are right there, like we have one that's huge, definitely call back to that Gigantamax Pokeball, and
Yeah.
then the smaller ones, they definitely, I don't know what they are about, but
And to
it
be
could
honest,
be that Gigantamax are going to be a thing again,
not only
which
that, but I still have these Pokemons are new Pokeballs because you have a symbol on top of it, right?
or it, or it could be something entirely new, like some item that you have to collect, which is kind of cool. And
Really
now
cool.
onto the mystery. Okay. So can we cue up some music or no? It's our band not present.
X Files present, right?
There we go.
Oh boy,
Because one of the most curious things that we see there in this trailer
it's the
is that
glove.
there's a globe, but this globe is not of Earth. This is actually a globe of the moon. Okay. Now this is in your face, and unless you really pause and look, you're gonna miss the fact that they're talking about the moon. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
we know that aliens are a thing in the Pokemon world. We have Jirachi, we have Deoxys, you have Lunatone,
Solrock.
Solrock. You also have, Elgium and Behium, like the actual alien Pokemons, Clefairy, and not to forget Rayquaza,
And we have
right?
Cresselia too. Cresselia.
Cresselia, you're right, is a moon Pokemon herself.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's interesting. We might be going to the moon, Lou.
I feel like we're gonna have a star Pokemon like Jirachi because the picture on the back where the glove is in the actual there's a
Yeah,
picture with a star and a Z or like a thunder
that's
thing. I feel like that's a
I
Z move,
guarantee
right?
you. I guarantee you that's not a Zimu. I guarantee you that's Pikachu's tail.
Yeah, it could be
That's
too.
a star with Pikachu's tail. Honestly, that's what it is. I think it's
Or,
going to
or,
be it's
or we could call it star move, a new power, star move.
hey, it's true. It's true. But again, I feel like we're gonna return to this area right here. So it's weird. We have Conquistador motif, thanks to Andrew who contributed that. We also have the pirate motif, and we
Mhm.
have the moon, like space. Like, what is this game gonna be about? Okay, and
Those
as
things.
we as we wrap up the game, we can stop the music now. As we wrap up the trailer, we get the view of two insignias, okay? Two shields, right?
Grape,
They look
grape
like
shield,
family crest.
grape shield, and the other one is like a wheel shield.
No, it's an orange.
Is it an orange?
Yeah, if you look at it, like when you slice an orange, that's the shape he has, right? And you see the little leaf.
Yeah, I get it. But
So it's weird. There's a fruit, and I think that's a blood orange for the scarlet, and then the grapes are for the fuchsia.
violet,
Violet,
violet.
sorry. I'm thinking
I, I,
fuchsia.
I, dude, I feel the more I see the thing, the more it look like Harry Potter thing Academy. That's what we're gonna be have.
No, I don't
They're gonna
think
take
so.
a script from Harry Potter and they're gonna make it like that, and we're gonna have houses.
No, you know what? I don't know. Because so far this is now confirmed. There are two versions of this game, right?
Oh,
Which breaks away from Arceus already. Goes back to the original formula where you're gonna have to buy both games in order to get the complete experience. And clearly, you're gonna have one is the insignia with the blood orange, calling it now, and the other one is the insignia of your
grape, the violet.
grapes for the violet, you know. And in the middle, you have this third insignia which keeps appearing. And this is like this circle or like a spyglass with multiple dots in the middle. Looks like a wheel or a clock. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It almost, if you look at it from it,
Oh, it may
could be a
refer to
whole,
the no. It may refer to the clock at the beginning of the Pokemon, the
right?
trailer.
It could be. So it's interesting.
Wait,
Again,
will you see the video? Where did the clock stop? Oh, they
no, I
went.
don't
It
recall.
went to do a full circle. Hey, maybe a clue.
It went full circle,
Okay, then that
you
represents
know.
something else.
So again, a lot of interesting things. I know for a fact that every month we're gonna get a little bit more, and guys, I can't wait for it. What I can't.
Oh,
Oh, and by the way, look at this. You see the colors they're wearing for the uniforms
yep.
of their academies. Scarlet, they're wearing orange for the orange emblem, and then Violet, they're wearing purple for the
The
grapes.
grapes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ew,
yeah,
both of them. Ew.
and yeah, this uniforms look goofy, totally goofy.
All we're gonna do we're gonna be farmers, boys and girls. We're gonna be farmers.
It's weird. But now, what you guys have been waiting for, the moment is here, guys. We have new starter mons. Now, Lou, this
Uh,
decision is probably one of the most important decisions in any trainer's life.
okay, are we gonna have the grass Pokemon, Sprigatito, which literally as it is. It's a
Yep.
cat. It looks like a grass Pokemon. It looks spring cat basically. Then we
Yes,
have
agree.
Fuecoco, the best name ever. Okay, Fue con
And
Fuego, which
we
is
have
fire, and Coco, which is a coconut.
Coco, which is just like because it's a crocodile.
And then we have Quaxly, my boys, the water Pokemon.
Okay, why do you say it like that? You should say it like,
Quaxly.
and then we have
Quaxly.
Quaxley.
Why is it like Mr. Kennedy in WWE, dude? No,
Dude,
stop it.
Quaxley is amazing. You guys can check my Instagram. I went on record as soon as I saw. I put the picture and I circled Quaxley and I said Quaxley all day,
Oh,
every day.
it's gonna happen like Farfetch when Sorishio, and you're gonna be disappointed.
No, no, it's not. I'm not gonna be disappointed. No, this guy's amazing. I'm
You know,
telling you, Quaxley's a sleeper pick.
look,
Everyone and their mother is gonna pick Fuecoco. Okay,
hell yeah! Look at that boy. Look at his tooth. He has 3 tooths. That's all he needs for
you know
Coco.
everyone. It kind of number one. A lot of people have called it like it does look like a chili pepper. To me,
It is a chili pepper.
it also looks like a sliced apple. You know, like the head with the. You know,
It looks like a
I
berry. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
can't shake it. Like it's very everything
Yeah,
about him is very edible.
you know, I'm gonna get this Pokemon for
Uh-huh.
Coco. I'm gonna call it Cienfuegos. That is his name.
That's a cool name. You know what? I support it 100%. If you
Yeah,
guys
I was
don't know
like,
who
yo, that's
Cienfuegos
the
is,
epic
go
name.
Google him. Cienfuegos is a Salvadorian player. Anyways,
Yep,
one of the cool,
addictive player.
another curious things of Fuecoco, the Fire Croc Pokemon, is that it has the same little like friction pads that Cinderace, not Cinderace, the bunny had.
Oh, okay,
Score
yeah.
Bunny. You see, like
Scorbunny.
Score Bunny had the same little like a yellow plate in his nose,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now
Yep,
this guy has it in his chest and his tail and possibly his little hair thing or scale.
yep.
So I don't know, like I don't know what the thing is that with those plates, you know?
Look. We have a water alligator called Totodile. We already know
Yeah,
that. Of alligator in last
true.
evolution. We have Fuecoco now, which is the fire alligator.
No, crocodile.
Fuecoco, yeah. Crocodile.
Crocodile is a very different from an
Okay,
alligator.
crocodile. And we have the ground Pokemon,
Yep,
which
we
is
have
crocodile.
crocodile. Yep. So
Well, I
we
wanted
were
a crocodile, a grass croc.
somehow, but you know what?
I
Like
got
so,
the worst part about the grass one. You got a goddamn cat. Way to
okay,
go, Pokemon.
Lou, you know that when it comes to grass starters, all grass starters are based on dinosaurs or prehistoric animals and weapons. You have at the end of the day we have Quilladin, right? And
Uh-huh,
you had his final Chestnut. His thing is a shield, right? You
uh-huh.
have Venusaur. His thing is a whip, right? You have Sceptile. His thing is a blade. Now, Sprigatito is the most straightforward. You know that at the end of the day, he's gonna be a saber-toothed tiger.
Yep.
He has sabers, that's the weapon part, and saber-toothed tiger, that's the fossil part. That's the you know ancient animal angle.
Yeah,
That's clear.
I feel like this Pokemon is going to different era. Quaxley, Conquistador, Lily.
Yeah,
Uh,
Quaxley looks so regal, dude. I love it.
Fuecoco looks like the pirate like goddamn Pokemon or the wild animal. And Sprigatito looks like a luxury item, literally. A
Hmm.
luxury Pokemon, which I'm not gonna like.
I kind of like that we live in a Pokemon universe where we actually have a fire cat as well as a grass cat now. Because we have Litten and then we have Sprigatito. Kind of cool. Now,
Is it what is Eevee, man? Is that a cat or that what is it?
it's weird because it kind of in some places it looks like a cat. To me, it always looked like a little fox. You know?
Because when you see the Leafeon and
Yeah, they look more like cats for sure.
Glaceon and all the stuff, Vaporeon and like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they
So
look like.
so now let's speculate. Well, you're gonna pick Fuecoco. I know it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, juegos. Uh-huh.
But honestly, that name is too good. That name is too good. That name is too good. And you know what? We are in Spain, although they did
uh,
this whole soccer motif last time, so I don't think they're gonna bring it back. Um, I think Quaxley. Do you think? Let's speculate on typing. I think that we're gonna have grass steel for the final evolution of Sprigatito.
oh, we're gonna have Cienfuegos as a fire grass, to be honest.
No, you can't overlap
Okay.
because I know that I don't know, mate. You think
Nah. I'm just thinking.
there's no way they're gonna do
I
overlapping
it
typing?
looked like an apple. I'm not gonna lie from the front. You're right about that, but it looks like a chili, like a
Yeah,
pepper.
I'm telling you, Fuecoco is the most mysterious one. Like it's the one that I have no idea what direction they're gonna
I know
take.
it's fire. I know it's gonna be fire for the first two evolutions. But
So
that's
they always have the wheel, right? Like the
yeah.
wheel of weaknesses. So
You know what? I want to see grass fairy on this guy.
Grass Fairy, okay.
Yeah,
So because my pick was steel for the sabers, right, and grass, right. We already have that typing with Cortana,
yeah, it's
and
ridiculous.
it's terrible against fire for sure,
Yeah,
right?
and deadly. It's like that. Nothing
Yeah, like yeah,
super dead.
it's terrible. But then that means that one of these two is gonna have to be either fairy, which I don't see Quaxley becoming a fairy because we already have a water fairy starter. We already have Primarina.
I feel like we're gonna call look this one. I'm gonna feel like grass fairy, water steel,
I can see that.
and fire dragon.
Fire Dragon. Yeah, that I think that's the only one that makes sense. That makes sense because that's the trio,
And
right?
everyone could kill themselves, literally.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
You went back to equal, clearly.
Yeah, that's the whole point. The secondary typings always kind of balance it out. Well,
The only thing
we
I
have
don't want about this game is a fire dark. No, please, no.
no more Fire Dark.
No
Yeah,
fire
no.
dark.
I don't see. No, look. If we look at Fuecoco, he doesn't even look dark. He looks so happy.
It looks
You
like a
know.
crown boy.
Yeah, you know that, Sprigatito is gonna be fierce, but Coco's going to be big, bulky, and mean, but at the same time, is gonna have a heart of gold. And you know, Quaxley is going to be such a prima donna. It's gonna be amazing. All
Let's
right. Any last thoughts, Lou? So that we can say goodbye.
Well, guys, thank you for being here. I was just saying one thing. Please, just wait. Don't just wait for this game get better. I just want to see what legendary type of Pokemon we're gonna have. I feel we should have a chameleon legendary Pokemon. Chameleon, big chameleon one.
All
Because
right. That's
when
fun.
we went back to the spider logo, it has the face of a chameleon.
You're right.
The
You're right.
pyramid
That's
with the little
the
eye,
highway's eye.
it looks like a chameleon. So I don't know. Maybe we have a new evolution for chameleons though. The new
For Kecleon.
Kecleon.
Yeah, that could be
Well,
it.
hey.
All right. So my final thought. I know Quaxley looks like Donald Duck. He looks like Huey, Louie, and Dewey,
Dewey.
right? And I don't know why people think that's a bad thing. You know that Donald Duck is the coolest one out of them all. It's cooler than Mickey.
Yeah, you
Like-
buy it. We have a water fighting Pokemon.
Like, oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Go like
Okay,
this.
like, I don't know. That's my final thought. Why is being like Donald a bad thing? It's awesome. Okay.
Copyright stream. Copyright.
All
Oh,
right, so thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for sticking around with us. Remember, this is a two-parter episode on a fluke. But you know what? We're back, and we're back with a punch, baby. We're going to be back next week with a few very entertaining games.
Yeah,
for
we're gonna
you.
talk about the community day that's gonna happen with the two different Sandrews and stuff. We're also
Yep.
gonna talk about a little bit more about the ending, hopeful for Lenyo Arceus, to be honest. 'cause that
We're
game-
gonna take a look at all those cards too, Lou. Alright, so-
please, Arceus, hopefully I get the box. So
Yeah,
as I say ever, gotta catch you all guys later.
got you all later, guys. Bye.
Stay up.